chief at the East Greenbush Fire District number 3. We do appreciate that letter, and once again, I believe that it is time to move forward, and I hope we can put this casino issue behind us. And with regards to the holidays, I sincerely wish you all a happy holiday and safe holiday as well. And that's all I have tonight. So at this point, I'll open up the public comment period. And any member of the public wishing to speak shall be required to disclose his or her name, address, or any other contact-related information, and shall be granted the floor for up to 5 minutes. The board thanks everyone in attendance for their understanding and also for the desire to actively participate in the decision-making process. I will ask that we do limit our conversations and our comments to 5 minutes. We are running beyond. So Hal, you'd love to put your hand up.
In reference to Resolution 141, reduction in assessments, this month, that's $4 million. This is just one resolution. What has been the total tax assessment reduction for the year 2014? Anybody know?
We're in a comment period, though. Let's go. We're not going to get into dialogue here, Hal. So, but
no problem. I understand. That needs to be looked at. Also, the wording. I'll come back for an answer, then for clarification. It says it won't affect the current finances. Then in there it says the county will pay back the amount that the individual organizations get back, and then back charge the town, if I understood it correctly, in next year's taxes. Are we going to be hit twice in that year because we're going to be paying a reduction if we get in our taxes for the back charge and also the reduction that's in the total assessment? So tomorrow I'll stop by somebody, either supervisor or assessment's office, and I'd like an answer.
yeah, the assessor could probably clearly answer that question for you, Hal, and then when you're done with her, if you need to come up and speak with me,
okay.
as always, my door is open to you.
Okay. And then notice on our personal assessment that, and it has happened in the past, I've heard seen here, is that the residential assessment values have been adjusted by the assessor's office, I believe, on our tax bills. Is that also done through commercial accounts? I'll come back and get an answer. Okay, and the other side of that, if the market increases in the future, the economy starts to take a turn, residential properties will probably be increased automatically. Does it automatically increase commercial properties?
Yeah, I'll have to ask that now, but probably equalization.
I'll
Yeah,
be back tomorrow.
yeah.
Moving on to 151. Again, pre-board, that's for the water treatment. First of all, congratulations to whoever deserves it for getting the consent order, paperwork, or whatever needs to be sent in by the end of December. And then the only delay I see is the bureaucracy in getting the consent actually lifted. My question, my statement, would be, why at the pre-board was there a surprise of an increase in $120,000 needed for inspection fees? stated that it's on a time and material basis. If it's on a time and material basis, every day, if Jason had a person on site, there should have been a time and material sheet filled out, and someone from the town, representing the town, not the same engineering firm that's overseeing it, but somebody from the town should have signed that time and material sheet, verifying that they were on site, the inspection services were done, and any materials that were used. Do you have that for payment for the bill?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to ask Mary Beth to clarify for you, where, and how the protocol, has been established between, the fees and the approval of payments. So, did we
Deduct that from my 5 minutes.
Okay,
you already got your 5 minutes. You're on bonus time right now because it was a good question.
Thank you.
so my name is Mary Beth Bianconi. Come over here so I can talk to everybody. I work for Delaware Engineering. We're the engineering firm that designed the wastewater treatment plant upgrade. Chasen is the engineering firm that is overseeing the construction of those works. And what I'm really going to address is the way that the program that functions that the town is using to finance this project.
That's stupid. That's not my question. My question was, my question is, as a pre-board, it became apparent to me that there was a surprise that Chasen Engineering was asking for an additional $120,000 to complete the job. It was stated at the pre-board, the job is on schedule. Now I read the resolution tonight that's been expanded to 17 months. That's another question that I guess I gotta get tomorrow is, what was the original time
I
frame?
think we want to determine whether it was a surprise, Hal, or an appropriate request, and I think that's what Mary Beth will outline.
Simple, time and material. If you're paying on a schedule of values, somebody has to sign a daily time and material sheet. If it's $100 a day, somebody's name has to be on it. Who has paid the bills to Chasen now that appears that it has gone beyond the schedule of values or time frame for a time and material?
I can tell you it's not my job.
Okay, then that's all I need to know.
I can tell you that the construction contract was let last year at this time, actually, and it started in January of 2014, and it has an end date of June 27th of 2015, and that's the contract that was executed in January of last year. And there haven't been any changes to the schedule for the prime contract.
And could you explain how the approval process takes place between Chasen and Delaware by the time it gets to me, and the oversight that is provided me to put a signature on for payment back to EFC?
So in terms of there's two different types of costs associated with this project, essentially. We'll say construction costs and engineering costs.
Great.
Construction costs are in fact signed off. Every single one of them is signed off by the certifying engineer who's reviewed the work to make sure that the amount of materials, the work is being done accomplished properly, done in an AIA form as is the standard practice. That is not only a requirement of the town, it's also a requirement of the state. So in order for the town accesses financing for this project through the State Environmental Facilities Corporation through the Clean Water State Revolving Fund Program. In order for all of that to occur, those AIA forms have to be signed off on prior to going to the supervisor, prior to going into the town's accounting. Before they go to the state reviews them, adds them into their computer system if everything is up to snuff, and then they provide funding to the town, and the town pays the contractor. In terms of the engineering works, it is essentially the same process. The engineer prepares an invoice. Generally, they are not done on a daily basis. They're done usually on a monthly basis. Both of our
Their contract in January, stated that it's on a time and material basis and it has exceeded what their scheduled value was.
It has not exceeded it
It's going to, it will exceed it.
if it's not approved.
That's where